top teams. They can keep themselves alive, but that's enough predictions. Now it's up to the teams. Let's see who will stay alive here in stage 2. S2V on the blue side and Monkeys on the orange. There's a lot of talk about this Monkey roster. Has definitely been something to pay attention to. They've shown a lot of promise here against some top teams, but also the results just haven't been anything that inspires confidence.
Yeah, they've had some moments where they kind of piece things together and they look really solid. And Arju last week was really that guy. I didn't know Arju that well. It's kind of one of those moments where it's like, okay, well, Arju's coming in. He's subbing in. Is he going to bring something new to this team? Is he adding to it? I wasn't sure at the start of the day, but throughout the series as we casted him, Arju proved to me that he does bring something. It's just they've now made a swap and they need to get comfortable making getting the team comfortable with the new player in that lineup. It does take a moment or two to get used to it, so we'll see if they can get some consistency here. Boom, though, is somebody also on the other side for S2V that impressed me a lot last week. He had a lot of crazy shots. He had a nutty one where he came down off the backboard, got in front, and then was able to kind of like jam it in. So he's somebody I'm looking for to make an impact for S2V throughout this series.
S2V, we saw them last week, and they made it in a stunning 5-game series to take down 2 baguettes and a half. If you missed that one, definitely want to go back and check that out. This is a team with a lot of offensive pressure. Monkeys, though, I mean, it's in the name. They're a fast and speedy team. But hold on, VK sailing almost a shot going through. Arju gets the stop. Rubix will keep that in on a great pass, but Boom can't get a piece of it. So now Rubix will try to play that off the backboard. There's the speed. Rubix strikes first for S2V.
Yeah, really hard read there from inside the net for the defense as it comes up. Mitane trying to figure out where it's going to be. Ends up hitting the perfect spot for that waterfall down, and Rubix with the better angle on the ball. Up, wait. Well, I guess he's the only one up. I was going to say quicker. He's the only one to leave the ground there, and he's going to easily put that in over the top.
Almost a retaliation goal as Arju wants to get things back into the game here for Monkeys. Down by 1, 2:57 left as they have to take this one all the way from their own end. Monkeys still trying to fight. They've been doing okay on offense, sitting at 4 shots. Almost got the 5, but a good stop comes through. Matane on the sidewall towards Arju. Arju looking for Ixo, but Rubix will take control and try to knock this away.
Yeah, Rubik's going to bring this one out, gets it over Matane. Nobody there to finish it up. I don't think they were expecting him to win that challenge versus Matane, so no follow-up attack from them, which is going to end up giving up possession. Ixo with the demo. Rubik's with the last moment save. Another demo in the box. This time it's going to be Salen telling Ixo to get out of dodge, get out of our goal. We don't need you here. And boom, it's going to bring this one in, out of the corner, down to VK. Knocked out into the mid, and we got a chance for a counterattack from Ixo on the money in that upper 90. Ixo with amazing placement on that counterattack.
Big ups to Arju for the pass, but Ixo in transition, top left corner shot here. Beautiful as Monkeys bring themselves back into game number 1. 2 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. As that transition goal, I mean, we saw some offensive opportunities. They've had most of the pressure here, sitting at 7 shots to S2V's 3. And they haven't been able to land any, but that counterattack might have inspired some confidence in this team.
Yeah, that's something you definitely like seeing. It was great placement as he snuck it behind the one defender that was right in front of him. They were shadowing him and put it out of reach of the second one. So that's definitely one of those goals that can kind of get you hyped up and going, especially with placement like that. Arju with a nice little second touch there to keep the ball alive and keep it away from VK. Up against Rubix is Ixo as he's going to bring this one up off the sidewall, trying to get it out ahead of Boom. Gets the touchdown, catches the bar right into Matane. What a touch. Almost sinks it himself, but sets it up.
And look at that read there from Ixo. Boom thought he had the clear, but Ixo says, no, sir. Straight down to Matane with the perfect positioning. Just like that. Monkeys have turned things around into their favor as they look to take game 1, a complete shift of momentum here. S2V came out with all the pressure, but the scoreline keeps going in the favor of Monkeys. A 3rd goal picked up by Ixo.
Yeah, that aggression coming down. Matane making a great play there to get the demo on the second player that would have been the one rotating back. Boom probably would have been the one to get back and get into that net. He's not available, off the field. Ixo comes in, cleans it up again. Ixo's somebody that's always there for Monkeys too. He's always there. He's always downfield. He's the guy looking to get that cherry pick situation or finish off a near miss and turn those into goals. He's somebody that I really like watching just because he's so willing to just stay downfield and be aggressive to create opportunities.
That aggression has paid off as Ixo's come up big here in the offense for Monkeys. 100% goal participation and 6 shots on top of that. He's been lighting things up there on the S2V half. S2V looking for a response. Rubik's to play this to the side. VK Salient tries to control that ball. Pass up to Boom. We'll play this into the corner. Bounce out. Rubik's chance, but too slow as Ixo gets a piece of it. Defense here for Monkeys just holding on right now. They're trying to keep that 2-goal lead in the final 20. Want to run out the clock. Make this game 1 go by smooth sailing for them. Pass out. VK Salient looking for the double, but so slow. The read from RG comes through. Plays that out to the side. And although S2V had a great start here in game 1, it completely turned around and became Monkeys' game.
Yeah, that whole second, I guess not second, that last 3.5 minutes was all Monkeys. They ended up out shooting 11-5. They definitely had the presence. They had the offensive pressure. S2V not really able to get anything going outside of that initial goal that they got at the start of the match. If it continues this way, we may not get that game 5 that I said might be a possibility. It looks like Monkeys are starting to figure things out with some space.
Yeah, you can see Monkeys just slowly starting to adapt too over the course of that game. They definitely came out with a lot of offensive pressure, and they realized that, okay, playing this on S2V's end maybe might not be the best formula for us. Let's try to switch things up here. Play that counterattack game. They pull S2V out, have them play on their own end, and then just come with a burst of offense and really just dismantle S2V on the back end. We're going into game 2 right now. We'll see if S2V can make some changes.
Yeah, they're going to need to figure something out to get in the way of some of these secondary touches. Ixo actually going for one there, doesn't get the touch he was looking for, but that's the kind of creative last-second, hard-to-read touches that they've been making that open those opportunities for them. Rubik's up over the top, Sailing going to make a touch, ends up skying it high. Rubik's going to try and drop it back out, and Arju going to be able to make the turn and bring this one out.
Now Boom on the ball. Boom has been one of those light-up players for S2V when he's on, but you also get Demo slowing him down just that much more. Now Matane with a lot of control, looking for the double here. We'll find it, and what an angle too, right in front of the box. Good effort there, but no one there to actually put that shot in. We see Monkeys just bumping each other just a little bit as transition comes here from S2V. S2V haven't really shown us any signs of that dominating offense that we've seen from them last week. Been pretty quiet here against Monkeys. What do you think, Super? Is that credit to how well Monkeys are playing and controlling the field, or are S2V just feeling off today?
You know, I'm not sure yet. I don't think I've had enough of seeing whether they can get there or not. The third game is really that one where you want to see them make a transition and figure things out. Boom, going to get knocked away by Arju there, but they don't seem to be able to piece anything together. It just kind of feels like they're chasing the ball. They're not really... I think that's probably one of the closest things I've seen to what was probably a called-out play where Boom kind of got up, but even then, kind of getting off the ground a little late. You want to see a little bit quicker speed up to that ball when playing at this level, and Monkeys are making use of the space given to them. Able to get that over Boom, over 2. Rubik's not going to bring this one out, and Arju going to try and set up Ixo, but Rubik's gets enough of the ball to break that play up. So they're just not getting enough created. Ixo with the nutty save off the ceiling.
Oh, might be another chance. Boom tries to pick that one up, looking for the challenge here. It's been a swarm of rotations as both teams have been trying to get bumps and demos off the ball. Everybody trying to just get that one team slightly off balance to see if they can find an opportunity. Oh, that's a good touch. Bounced off the corner. VK Salem will have to try to keep this in play. Drop down there for Ixo. as Monkeys are threatening. Ixo chasing, stealing boost, and just bumping everyone while this ball floats towards Matane. Here's the carry. Over one. And battle for midfield does ensue. It's a long clear. S2V still trying to see whether or not they can break out here. They've definitely had more shots on, sitting at 5 to Monkeys 2. But the possession here hasn't necessarily been one-sided at all. Pretty evenly split between these two teams.
Yeah, the threat really hasn't been there. They did have the one threatening shot earlier where they ended up getting the save off the ceiling, but they haven't really had threats. They've had possession. They've been down there and they've been making one attack, second attack, third attack, and kind of maintaining that style of play, but there's no real pass play. There's nothing that's making that defender wonder where that ball's going. Ixo tries to sneak one in. Matane tries to come in for the finish. But these shots have been just kind of straightforward, which isn't going to really jostle or rattle the Monkeys in any way.
Need that creativity. Once a play is too easily seen, like a pass play just being very obvious, that's when the cut comes through. And we've seen that happen all across these regionals, where the creative team, the team that can really bring out those solo plays and really mix up how they move the ball downfield pays off. Good save there for VK Salen, a minute remaining. Monkeys are trying to knock on the door. Rubik's will push them back for now. Ixo with the pass towards Matane, but awkward positioning, so it does go into the corner. This might be Arju. He's waiting, lurking. Double pre-jump there for Rubik's and Arju to pinch that ball. Ixo picks it up. Gets bumped from VK Salen, so Boom will have a soft touch. Everyone's trying to not give up possession. Hold on, might be a chance here. Arju trying to play that forward. Ixo, soft touch to himself. Uses the speed there, but hits it right towards VK Salen. We're down here. Final 16 seconds. Arju looks for a shot. Ixo comes up, blocked out. Transition chance here for S2V. A whiff. VK Salen, low 50. Oh, he gets it! And S2V score within the final 10 seconds.
You know, I don't know that that's exactly the kind of creativity I was looking for. I don't know that that was a fake. I'm pretty sure that was a whiff, but it at least got people to pay attention. It got Monkeys to bite. That opened the door. Salen comes through, ends up getting a nice little touch, does a little backflip to send the ball low rather than shoot it high, and is able to sneak one in, and they're going to steal this one away from the Monkeys. So S2V Esports ties the series.
So, you know when I said earlier that S2V was one of those teams that have a lot of speed on offense, I feel like if Monkeys are prepping for this team, they're looking for that speed. But then they do something completely different. VK Salen has the ball in space and then plays a soft touch in front and then gets that dunk. And you can really just see from the way the defender was positioned on that touch that they were expecting a fast play. And it was completely thrown off, and S2V were able to adapt and play things in their favor. Now we're in this Game 3 situation here, Supersonic, and things are tied up. How are you feeling about these teams?
I'm still leaning the side of Monkeys at the moment. I do feel like Monkeys had the better possession that game. I think that they were doing more. There was an unfortunate situation in those final 10 seconds that ends up losing that match. But I don't know that S2V can maintain that throughout this series and into another match, especially as they get going. So at 1-1, I think that this one can still very much be. Arju thought he was going to get that one there for a second. Matane now going to take a shot, but the possession and the attacks just look cleaner from Monkeys.
They have definitely had some really good offensive strides. But still, no goal scored. Meanwhile, almost a chance there. Rubik's was looking for the goal. Just a little too speedy. Now Boom tries with the slow play. Play towards VK Salen. A pinch, and that was on target. Arju needed to come and get that save. It'll be Boom off the backboard. Rubik's has the read. No! Off to the side. Boom misses too. This could be dangerous here for S2V. Looking very awkward on their touches. Hold on, it's going the other way. Matane with the miss. Adimo's out. Rubik's the shot blocked for Matane. And what a sequence there, Supersonic.
Yeah, both teams getting really aggressive here. We didn't see a ton of bumps. We didn't see a ton of demos throughout the first 2 matches so far. Arju going to get there to block that one from Rubik's. The speed out of S2V has come way up. The aggression level even higher right now as they try to continually attack that goal line and get some bumps. And I was looking for a bit of creativity. I was saying that we weren't really getting anything that caused any issues or worry for Monkeys throughout that last game. They were able to steal it away at the end. But right out the gate at the start of this one, it looks like they want to prove me wrong as they are making creative infield touches there. Unfortunately, nobody present to make a touch on that one after the fact. But they're going in and getting touches, they're getting bumps, they're getting demos, they're putting a ton of pressure out, which they didn't really have through the first 2 games.
Some chance here. Now Monkeys on the offense. As again, it's been a while since they scored. Shutout last game was a 1-goal game. And pressure from S2V. Good save from Matei, but right to VK Salin, who's looking for Boom. Boom almost commits there, but hesitates. Rubik's will try to keep things in play, looking for Boom once again. Boom goes, but still blocked out. Matei with the savior, as that's going to be the 6th total save from Monkeys this game. 3 from Arju, 3 from Matei. Boom still wants to play this in, looking for the solo play. Rubik's again, just too late there. He's always almost in position, never in position. Whiff on the touch there. Danger for S2V. And at this point, they're counting their lucky stars. That wasn't a goal.
Yeah, so here's... they're going to turn that one in, though. Boom going to come in with so much power that it actually just rolls in after the defender makes the contact on it. I don't think he has a second touch. Just enough, actually. Catches it and rolls it in off the side post. Boom. Going to be that guy that has to get the finish for them. Rubik's has been that guy coming up, and it feels like S2V is starting to speed up, and that's thrown Rubik's just off enough that he hasn't been able to finish. But boom. Going to go ahead and finally capitalize on an opportunity for S2V, and they lead 1-0 here.
So good work from Boom. Great speed, great challenge to force that goal. But pressure on Monkeys. BK Salin looking for it. Oh, he almost found it. Boom! Boom! Finish. What a play from S2V.
Boom comes in for the finish, but this was all set up by BK Salin. Arju with a nutty save at the last possible second. Unfortunately, because it's such a tough ball to save, can't get it out and away from the net. Allows Boom to come in and get that finish. And this speed and aggression from S2V is a complete change of pace, and that's a change of pace from Arju. Gets the defender to bite, gives it a nice little soft touch, and he puts one on the board. But the speed from S2V seems to be getting to the Monkeys in this Game 3.
What a light touch there, too, from Arju. Being able to just slow the ball down while the defender's speeding towards and just letting it roll in. Works out here. Monkeys not out of this Game 3 just yet. A minute 30 here. Now they need to move downfield. We'll see if they have what it takes. In the meantime, Boom has something to say about it. He's all over the Monkeys side of the field. Rubik's looking for VK Salin. Whoa, that's an early jump there. Looking for the block on Matei. Bounce comes through, and Arju will try to buy the team some time. That'll be a good clear from Ixo to try to send things into the S2V end. Now Monkeys, Matei showing off the mechanics, but sent straight to Rubik's. Ixo tries to leave it for Arju, but all of S2V is there. 30 seconds have passed so far. Might be a chance here for Ixo, and he'll get it through. Ixo ties this one up.
Yeah, Arju going to set this one up as it comes off the corner. Boom has a bad read, and Rubik's and Salin are left in a really tough situation where they're coming straight at each other. One of them has to be the one to make that touch on the ball. They both end up slowing down, and Ixo going to split the defense, shoots it right down the middle. And as we get into this final 50 seconds, shot from Ixo off the kickoff, going to be wide. But we're all tied up. Possible chance at overtime here. Matei, one of the guys that I really like, pretty creative with his passes. He's the guy that typically is throwing that ball down to Ixo, who's now going to have to actually make a save into the corner. And Arju going to slow this play down and try and bring it out for the side of Monkeys.
Solid work there. Off of the back wall. Good touch from VK Salient. Ixo tries to drop it down, but Rubix will pick this one up. A nice pop. Arju to Ixo. Ixo. Oh, Arju comes through again to send this through. Final 10 seconds. Pressure for Monkeys. Looking for a chance. Might be it. Ixo, no! It bounces off Matane. Arju will try to keep it in, looking for one last play. Boom wants to kill it, and he will. And we have an overtime in game number 3.
Game 3, OT. This is the one where both teams got to kind of change it up, figure out what it is to beat the other, and both teams making some changes. I think that this match was really going the way of S2V until they had some, what's the word for it? I'll call it some kerfuffles, just because it's a fun word. Call it kerfuffles on defense, where they kind of broke down and allowed those opportunities. Sailing going to come in, not able to get there. Matane now going to bring this one out for Monkeys, looking for Ixo up ahead possibly, who's got the double demo. Matane going to walk it in, and they are going to take it by force.
Unbelievable work here for Monkeys. Ixo just booms his way through the entire S2V defense, and Matane is just a walk in the park. And Monkeys, they were down that game. They bring it back to take it in overtime.
Yeah, aggression from Ixo at the end in OT. You can get creative, or you can just brute force your way through things, apparently. And Ixo, he's going to do just that as he comes down the field. That match, also one where we saw bumps and demos, a lot more involved in the gameplay from both teams. Both of them throwing everything they had into those plays at the beginning. It got a little quiet there in the mid, but at the end of it, Monkeys, the demo game, that's going to win them the second of the series and puts them on match point.
So, match point situation here. S2V need to fight for survival. This is their last life. They've been in this situation before. We'll see if they have what it takes here. Again, lower round 3 match. Oh my, what a start here for VK Salient. He does it all by himself.
Just sits there, bumps Boom out of the way. Stop it. This is my ball. Gets a nice little challenge against Matane. Slows it down, just lets the car do the work. Gets Matane out of the play, walks it in.
The amount of fortitude there to play that low, going for that low challenge with the back against the wall, just shows that S2V are trying to wake up and get in control of this series. We'll see if they can do so. They have a 1-goal lead. They're looking for another, but that ball will get away from them, and it'll be Rubix that have to be careful here. Pass middle to Boom, and he will boom that all the way downfield. Sitting at the Monkeys half. Monkeys, they've been down in a game before. They were down in game 3. We're able to have an insane comeback, forcing overtime, winning in overtime. So you can't count this team out. And I can tell S2V are not comfortable with this 1-goal lead at all.
No, they definitely want an insurance goal at the very least before they decide to slow things down and try and eat any time off the clock. I expect them to play super aggressive here. And to be honest, I don't know if they should slow down at any point. They need to maintain that speed, even if they win this one going into the final round, if they make it to Game 5. So I think they need to maintain that pace that they started building up that got them as far as they did. They just got to watch out for those bumps in demo game. That's really, at the end of the day, what lost that last one for them.
RG flip reset. Nice touch. The defense there set for S2V. 3 minutes and 26 seconds. A lot of time here. As Monkeys do not seem to have been shaken up at all by the first goal. If anything, almost looking for an equalizer. It's a great save from S2V. It'll go the other way. Arju will struggle, but oh my, what a save from him.
He's so mad about it. He's going to come in and try and get a demo about how close that ball was. He did not like that at all. Matane going to bring this one out around Salin. Ruby's going to pick this one up, tries to get through the corner. Going to get demoed for his efforts by Ixo, who's just been an absolute bully. He's been demoing everyone, trying to get a touch. Can't get it down. Arju with the follow-up, though, inside the left post. And Monkeys tie it up, 1-1.
Matane to Ixo. Look at the speed from Ixo. just to get that through all the defenders. And then the shot placement from Arju stepping up here for Monkeys. That one goal lead was fragile. You see just how fragile it is. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left. This game is tied up. With S2V and their backs against the wall, they try again, but again, another block comes through. That one was from Arju all over the field as he tries to clear things out. S2V are looking to speed things up here, but they have to be careful not to give too much space in transition to Monkeys, because that's how they ended up dropping game 1.
Matane gets the bump out of air. Rubik sees that that's coming, though. He's going to get up and make a play on the ball, and now, boom. Set up to boom one downfield, and he's going to do just that. Looks to try and get this read out of the corner. Beats Matane narrowly. Gets the ball up top here. Matane should be able to walk this one out, have an opportunity to come off and make a carry. Looks like he's out of boost, though, and not going to be able to follow that one up as Arju drops it right onto the nose of Boom, and back on defense are the Monkeys.
Now Monkeys just looking for that opportunity to see if they can break out. Arju, a nice touch. Oh, a great challenge as well. Looking again, almost put that top corner. Good save from VK Salient. Matane will play it in. Ixo is up. Placed towards the sidewall. Aerial not looking as strong there, but he is able to turn things around and push it the other way. I say that, but Boom makes a good challenge as S2V are trying to apply as much pressure here.
It feels like the offensive side of Monkeys has slowed down in the terms of how many shots they're able to put out and put on net currently. They have 7. It doesn't really feel like they have 7, though, just from watching it. The speed of play has kind of gone down as the aggression from Ixo goes up into bumps and demos, and he's going to whip on that one, and Rubix is going to sneak it under in the final minute. Up 2-1 is S2V.
Great touch from Rubix. A good shot and a clutch moment. Now S2V are looking to close this out, but can they hold on to the lead that they just got? We'll see right now. Monkeys infield pass straight down to Arju. VK Salient, get away from him. Arju, nice touch. Rubix is there. Matane. That'll go back to the Monkeys in. They'll play it downfield. Rubix plays it into the corner. Pass out. Matane is there. Shot not on target. Almost a follow-up chance. Arju hesitates. Ixo comes up. A whiff from Ixo. Chance again, but off the back wall. 20 seconds remaining. Matane towards the corner. VK Salient plays it off. A double to try to throw things awry. Arju has Ixo. Ixo has a shot, but it's blocked again from Boom. S2V coming up big here on defense. And they are going, wait, no, it's still in the air. Arju looks for another touch. Ixo to Matane, it'll go in! And we have it overtime!
Game 3 OT last second, really all getting set up by that touch from Arju to just kind of float the ball into the arms of Ixo, who's able to, again, just get just enough of a touch to keep that alive. They send the house, they're paid for it. Matane gets that goal, and they are still in this one. Need to see some speed, though. The speed of play never... Whoa! Thought he was going to get it. Boom. Going to knock that one away. Arju now with the follow-up shot, and Rubix going to boom this one out. Neither team really able to get any fast attacking plays going throughout that Game 3. It felt like things sped up there for a bit, and then through this Game 4, it really felt like things slowed back down after Game 3.
Now, the tension is in the air here. S2V need a goal. If they want to force Game 5, they need it now. VK Salient looking for a chance. There was a demo on the play, but there's enough time here for Rubix to come up. There it is. Picks up the mid boots as well. Lot of space here. Going for the flip reset. Pitches it out in front. Arju's going to get bumped. VK Salient. There's another bump on the play. And S2V force Game 5.
S2V not out of this at any point, staying involved as much as they could. Rubix with the secondary bump there on Matane to clear the net, opens up a free shot for S2V, and they take down Game 4. So we are getting the Game 5. At one point, I didn't think we were getting the Game 5. things, you know, shaking up back and forth, and we are, in the end, going to prove me right. We get Game 5. I may have doubted myself at one point, but I'm back in the driver's seat now.
10 shots from Arju by himself that game. Monkeys did everything they could, but S2V, that team play at the end, we have to talk about that. In overtime, there's 2 bumps on the play. Arju gets bumped, and then I think it's Matane whose last man back gets bumped. All while VK Salient goes for the challenge there to send us here to Game 5. What a play.
Yeah, I mean, they remembered what had happened to them, the double demo from EXO. They don't get the demos here, but effectively the same thing. They remove 2 players from the field, they take them out of the net, force them into a situation, and get a free shot for the challenge from VK Salient.
So here we go. Don't you just love this? Game 5 situation. I mean, if you're a fan of these 2 teams, you're stressed out right now, but this is where they show you what they're made of here. S2V have had quite a run. They've been in this situation before with 2 baguettes and a half. They did take that serious. That's why we're seeing them right now. Monkeys. They need to close this one out. They've had such promise shown over the course of the season. They shouldn't end their run here, but maybe S2V is trying to make a statement. We'll see. That one goes almost into the net. Boom, able to make a stop. It's Zixo trying to set this up for Arju, who's in mid, off the back wall, high and slow. Matane looks for a touch, but Rubix gets up in time.
You know, on the Monkey side, one of the things that we watched last week, and I talked about it briefly, is that EXO was always downfield. He was there for Matane and Arju to do booming clears from their defensive half and throw it up, and he was just there to knock it down. Shot almost on target. Boom going to try and get this one in. Arju going to be there to make the save, and EXO going to bring this one out. But I really haven't seen that from EXO. He was last week, he would be on the backboard looking for a ball to get boomed down to him, just waiting to cherry pick shots off the sidewall. And really, it feels like they're trying to fall more into a rotational style play rather than try to give themselves clearing opportunities into quick transitional goals. And I think that play style that they had last week where they were using EXO in that manner worked a lot better for them.
We'll see. Maybe they need to go back to that. Right now, no one has been able to generate any opportunities here. Definitely been some shot chances, but nothing really threatening, as everything has been pretty much safe so far. A lot of offensive shots coming out here from Monkeys in Game 5. They are looking for another way through. EXO off to Arju. Block there from Rubix. Good challenge there from Matane, but a double commit happens there. So now Arju will be needed again. It has EXO lurking, but the defense from S2V are holding on here. They need to transition downfield. VK Salient kind of throws away possession, and they'll be passed around between Monkeys as they, again, transition. Looks so deadly from them at times. Everything seems to be slowing down between these 2 teams, but oh my, a laser. That was almost on target from Matane.
Yeah, he tries to boom that one in, can't get the finish. Just high off the bar. Matane gonna pick this one up in the midfield though, clear it down, buys a little bit of time as the boys get set up. In the back, Arju trying to get up against VK Salient, nothing there to come of it, and EXO gonna get beat out by Boom off the sidewall. S2V on the attack as they bring this one down into the half of the Monkeys, and Arju though gonna be able to easily clear that out, buy a little time for EXO to get up and try and make a play on this ball.
0-0 here. This Game 5 has been played very methodically between both of these teams. Defense, everything's being tested. Oh my, but a breakout play! Demo comes through. EXO will pick up the first goal.
Yeah, freebie there off that demo from Matane. Arju first goes for Boom, which causes Boom to have to go around, and then in comes Matane to get the demo on the other player, open up the net. That's really been the way that we've kind of been seeing goals for both teams. These kind of awkward bumps or challenge plays. We haven't really seen any crazy, flashy solo mechanics, anything like that, making these goals. It's all come from the grunt work of the demos, the bumps.
Now S2V with their backs against the wall here, and the ball against their back wall. Need to dig deep if they want to have a chance here. A minute remaining. VK Salem moves downfield. Flip reset, no. It'll go to Boom. He's come in clutch for this team time and time again. He's trying to do so now on top of the ball. Pass to VK Salem. Stop touch, and it goes through. Boom comes up big. VK Salem ties it up.
That's the kind of pass plays that we're looking for. A little bit of creativity. Boom gets one, gets Ixo to come in, finds the secondary, and is able to get it up and out, which throws off Matane in the net, opens it up. They come over the top. Beautiful setup, beautiful play. Really good on the recovery there from Boom to be able to turn that back into something. It was kind of a missed touch that he wanted to do the pass initially, and he's still able to recover and get that passing play.
So it's anybody's ball game with the final 30 seconds remaining. Ixo, high flick over. Boom will try to play that past Matane. Pressure here from S2V. Again, they are looming. VK Salem looking for the shot. It's wide, but Ixo gets there in time. Chance
Rubik's
to go the other way. Monkeys.
Yeah, Rubik's. You take it. I keep stepping on you. I'm sorry.
It's the final few seconds, Super. We could be seeing it, and if we will, it's a Game 5 overtime.
I'm waiting till that exact moment. You know, I'm waiting for where the tension is, when it's happening, when we should be hyping it up, and that's when I'm looking to fail miserably. Salem trying to bring this one in himself. Arju going to get there and break it up. Gets it around Boom. Has an opportunity down the sidewall. Try and get it around Rubik's. Cuts it in. Ixo has the touch up. Tries to get the secondary. He has it. Monkeys, 15 seconds into OT. Game 5. They're going to take it down. S2V sent packing.
Ixo comes up big once again for Monkeys. So much pressure, so much back and forth here. S2V showed signs of life. They kept fighting, but it ends here. Monkeys will move on. And what a fashion. Super, you called it the 5-game series.
Yeah, I said we were going to see 5 games. I don't know if I called Game 5 OT. I thought we'd see 5. At the start of the series, it really didn't appear that that was going to be the case, but then it really started going back and forth. S2V cranked things up a little bit, started putting out a bit more pressure. They were getting a lot more touches on the ball, getting downfield, kind of suffocating at times, keeping Monkeys stuck in their half, and they really made it a hard-fought battle. They did not give anything easily to the Monkeys. It went back and forth the whole time.
It did. It did. S2V, again, a really, really good team. From what we saw this past Regional 2. They've definitely had a run, and it'll definitely be something that we keep an eye on in terms of just, you know, seeing what happens with these players, seeing where they go. There's a lot of potential, a lot of promise, but Monkeys still kind of living up to their name, so to speak, staying alive, moving on to the next round. Definitely going to be a lot to talk about, and you should talk about that on Twitter using the hashtag RLCSX and adding RL Esports on Twitter. Let us know what you think. Hopefully F.Dot's still looking at the tweets. I don't really know if he's like lost it at this point, but if he isn't, then also tag him and then tag me just to see. Give him a little F.Dot check here. As any final thoughts here, Super, before we get ready for the next round?
I don't know. It's been a pretty crazy day. I'm just going to say that. It's been a pretty crazy day. If you go and look and check out the brackets and see where this has gone so far, the battles that Vitality, Liquid, Guild, some of these teams that you're expecting to do well are having to go through, it has been a brutal day of Rocket League. And even here in matches where we really think that one team should take it, I did expect it to go to Game 5 at the start, but really leaning kind of heavily. I expected it to be a little bit more dominant. Wasn't expecting the Game 5 OT. Nothing is what you would expect here in RLCSX.
Absolutely. The players and the fans really are being tested here with all of the pressure that's been going on so far during Regional 2. We're not done yet. We have more matches coming up soon. Till then, we'll see you.